Calgary Flames fans, we have the craziest thing ever to start the episode. If you go over here and you go to coaches, look who's available. Mark Giordano, we have to bring him to Calgary. I really like Spencer Carberry. I think for this team, he's absolutely perfect. He's a generalist. He has all A's, especially in teaching and coach influence and that stuff, right? And then, he fits with most of our players except for Uyghur. And he is a teacher. And then my boy Subban here, he has an A+ on power play, A+ on penalty kill, right? So I think we're going to fire our boy Matthew Schumacher, shout out. And then we're going to put Subban down to the assistant coach. One place that Mark Giordano would accept being an NHL assistant coach, it would 100% be Calgary. Now that we're going forward with Spencer Carberry, we have to change some scheme fits. If we can, first is Sharon Govich, shout out, he's willing to change, he's going to become a middle sixer. For season number 2, Huberdeau, Zari, and Coronado, Sharon Govich, Kadri, and Farabee. Stutzel is going to make his NHL debut here on the third line. He's going to be playing with Honzek and DeMello to start the young guy line, and then we have Puljujärvi, Wenberg, and Sherwood. On defense, we got Byram and Uyghur, Perek and Ball, and then we got Aiden Haynes making his debut as well. So we got quite a few rookie debuts here, Colin Miller as well in that third pair, and then obviously we have Dustin Wolf in net. Power play 1 is absolutely filth. So, hopefully this stays. Power play 2 is also absolutely disgusting, and then penalty kill as well is nasty. This season, we have a lot of things to take care of. First is obviously Dustin Wolf's contract extension. Are we going to sign him? Are we going to lose him? All that. And then also, how is this team going to do? Are we going to tank for a bottom pick? Because this is an absolutely stacked draft class with an Alberta boy at the top with franchise potential, Landon Dupont. That being said, let's get into our first game here of the season against the Washington Capitals and Alexander Ovechkin. Coronado. Byram trying to take it back, and here's Ryan Leonard, and Leonard, nice poke rebound, and Ryan Leonard scores the opening goal of the season. Here's Kevin Hayes. Now, oh my god, what a hit from our rookie. Oh my god, Haynes, shout out. That's the end of the first, no goals, but I did like what I saw from the boys. And also, what a hit by the Polish FNUF. That is a nasty nickname. Here's Ovechkin. Alex Ovechkin in, trying to stick with Wilson, shooting. Oh my god, Tom Wilson, close quarters. And it is 2-0. Right, I think this is the longest we've gone without scoring in this series in a single game. And hopefully we don't get shut out, you know what I'm saying, because that would be embarrassing. And that is game. Okay, so we get shut out by the Washington Capitals here in game number 1, and we are going to be a bad team this year. Told you, Mark Giordano, the one place he's willing to become an associate coach is the Calgary Flames. Let's go, baby. Alright, so I don't know if anyone could have predicted this, but we are 2-8-1 to start the year. We are scoring 2 goals per game. We are allowing 3.5, which is bad. Our power play is 14% under Mark Giordano, and our penalty kill is the only good thing on this team. The plus minuses, at least on the forward core, they're not the worst, you know what I'm saying? -5 Sharon Govich, that's not great. -6 Huberdeau, that's not great. So maybe we need to change around the top 6 a little bit. On defense, maybe we need to change up those top pairs, but I don't know what to do. Alright, this might be stupid, but we're going to try Uyghur out on that second pair because Ball, Byram, and Perek cannot play the first pair. It's just apparently physically impossible for them to play the first pair. And then Nazem Kadri, we're going to move you up and see what happens. Go back to our old lines. Oh my god, Connor McDavid is a scoring boost in the Battle of Alberta. At least we have Mackenzie Weegar with the defensive boost, but he's not even on the first pair. So we are going to get absolutely cooked there. Here's Leon for Hyman. Zach Hyman, how the hell did that go in? Dustin Wolf, bro. I'm not paying you $10 million to do that. Nugent Hopkins, Arvidsson. Oh my goodness, bro. Dustin Wolf, I swear I'm actually going to trade you. I'm not even joking. You guys were wondering, here is Captain Kadri right there with Mark Giordano on the bench. It doesn't really, I mean, it kind of looks like him. It's not the Wars face scan, but it doesn't really look like him. Gudis, Arvidsson. Oh my god, bro. Okay, I'm done. I'm never playing the Oilers again this season. We are way too bad of a team to play the Oilers. Perek is out for pretty much a month, which kind of sucks, but I mean, oh my god, this team is just, like, if we don't get Landon Dupont or one of these top 3 guys or whatever, we're going to be absolutely screwed. We had a way better month of November. We need to check out the goals and stuff. But we had a way better month of November, which is nice to see. Our goals are way up there. Our defense has come back to normal. Our power play is still ass no matter what coach we get. So that just means it's the players. Here we go. I mean, the plus minuses aren't that bad, right? Coronado is a -8, which isn't the greatest, but looks like a lot of our players are coming back to earth. Leo Stutzel, shout out. He's playing amazing. Same with DeMello. He's a +1. And then oh my god. Shout out Mackenzie Weegar. Looks like Perek and Byram aren't playing well, so we're just going to go back to our old pair anyways, to be honest. But yeah, bro. We can't beat the Edmonton Oilers, so let's see if we can somehow beat the Calgary Flames. Looks like the Vancouver Canucks, looks like they picked up Nick Schmaltz, which is very random, but cool. Jonathan Lekermaki. Here's Farabee. For Zari. Connor Zari into the zone. Sharon Govich trying to take it. Sharon Govich. There we go. We finally scored. Igor Sharon Govich, our first goal of the day. Let's go, baby. Rump style, bro. Here's Zary. Connor Zary gonna blow by Willander. Zary in. Oh my god. What a play. Connor Zary, and we are up 2-0. We're at January 14, 20-5. We are 7th in the division. Looks like our goal scoring has skyrocketed. Our defense is back to ass. Our PK is the only good thing about our team this year. And Jonathan Huberdeau, 28 points. Connor Zary, 27. I forgot to put Mackenzie Weegar on that top pair. Okay, maybe that's why we look so bad all of a sudden. I don't know what happened. But on defense, I mean, Mackenzie Weegar is dominating Zane Perek. Pause. But, I mean, it is kind of true. And then in net, Dustin Wolf, 908. We will definitely take that. Oh my goodness. That is why Nazem Kadri is down to an 84 overall, top 9 forward. Oh boy, we have that contract at 7.7 mil. Don't ask how that even happened. But you know what? I think it was a fair contract because of what Kadri did for the Flames. He definitely made that contract worth it in the first couple years anyways. But speaking of contracts, today is a big day because we have Dustin Wolf's extension. Does Dustin Wolf want to remain a Calgary Flame? No, he does not. That one hurts, and he wants, okay. There's literally no trades out there. The only possible one, I guess, is Gabriel Dag, but they already have Carter Hart. And Ivan Kovic, Dag, one of those two. But they already have Carter Hart. There's no reason at all they would trade for Dustin Wolf. So maybe we could relay Dustin Wolf to a third team like the Florida Panthers and then go get Dag or Ivan Kovic for that money. We could try a trade like this. Anton Lundell and 2 first-round picks. That would be an absolutely insane package for a goalie. At the same time, do I really want to trade Dustin Wolf to Florida for 2 first-round picks and Linda? That probably wouldn't even go through. So I think we're going to try the Rasmus Anderson method. I think I'm willing to go with a $9 million contract over 3 years. I don't want to make it a full no movement. What if we go that and then go the maximum you can offer, 29 no trade teams. $9 million for 3 years. If there's a chance to trade him, we can after that. Honestly, I'm willing to go 4 years at 10 mil. The fact that we can trade him is a big part in this deal. I think I know it's the first bar thing. I want to be a little bit over the first bar. So, we have to keep players in Calgary. You saw what happened with Kachuk. When we have a superstar, we have to keep him. So I'm thinking Dustin Wolf, 10.1 mil over 4 years. I'm going to offer it. If he doesn't accept, then we can go down the trade route. Dustin Wolf does not want to stay in Calgary. Oh my god, that is so unfortunate. I was thinking of building the team around him, bro. I mean, it makes sense, we're a bad team, but like, come on, bro. And now he wants 9 mil for 1 year, and then he's a UFA. Okay, think it's time to pull the trigger on a trade where they offer him a franchise tag type of contract, $9 million over 1 year. We could try and stretch it to 2 years. I think we're just going to use the 1 year thing with Dustin Wolf. You know, maybe he'll change his mind once we get a couple of superstars in the draft. But let's see if he's going to sign this contract. I highly doubt it. But I mean, $9 million is a good chunk of change. So hopefully he accepts that. And he does accept. So Dustin Wolf is back for at least 1 more year. Pretty obvious. I don't know if I want to throw Sharon Govich on there yet. I don't think so. How much does Farabee have on his deal? He has 2 more years, so we can wait. I think Nazem Kadri is a guy I want to send to a contender. And then I will put Dustin Wolf on the trade block as well and see what teams are biting. Dustin Wolf right now, but the fact that we can get a 14, 24, and 8 teams first round pick by taking on 2 bad contracts is really, really intriguing. Dustin Wolf does not want to be here. This is like one of those like Rucker McGrody, Matthew Tkachuk, Cutter Gauthier. This is, I mean, maybe not Cutter because he was playing for Philly. Like, American just does not want to play in Canada with all the taxes. He wants to go to somewhere down south, which is interesting. But this would be a nice trade for us to pick up a potential lottery pick in this draft. Packages we could take on. I don't know how much money we have to take back, but Jordan Spence is definitely a guy who has negative value at this point. Same with a guy like Drew Doughty. So we can definitely make this trade work. Even taking back a guy like Joel Edmondson would get it done. And I mean, we could probably get a second in this, but here is the trade that gives us the best player. Anton Lundell is signed for 4 more years. He's a cup champion. He's a young guy. You know what I'm saying? He has a great defense. Although, I mean, I don't know what to do, bro. I feel like that lottery pick would help us out a lot more than Anton Lundell, no offense. Anton Lundell could get to a really high overall, but if this pick is like a top 5 pick in the draft, that would be insane. And pass on this opportunity to maybe trade. We're going to take a risk, and we're going to project that this pick's going to be great. And even if it's in like the top 20 in this draft class look absolutely insane. I'll show you guys in a sec. Or like the top 25, whatever. A first round pick in this draft is more valuable than pretty much any other draft other than like 2015. So, I mean, I don't know if I want to pull Trig. We get better deals at the deadline, but I mean, Ivan Kovic and Dagger on the block, you're never going to see that. Dustin Wolf does not want to be here. And like, you know, Ivan Kovic and Dagger are going to be good when Dustin, what am I even saying? To be the face of this series, and yet I think we're going to trade him. Unfortunately, Flames fans, he does not want to be here. We could try and keep him for 1 more year. If something like this doesn't go through, I won't trade him. But the fact that we can get a top 10 pick because Pittsburgh kind of sucks. We're taking their depth in Raquel. I'm going to see if this trade will go through. We get Coots as a prospect. This trade does not go through. Okay. But honestly, I don't know if there's a point of playing a game until the trade deadline. So I think we're going to sim right there. You know, maybe we play one of these teams near the deadline to see what we're doing. But we're going to sim exactly a month and see how this team does. We are 26, and 6. That is not bad. You know, I'm not going to go into detail, but we are 6th in the league. The wild card, we are 7 points out of the wild card. We can make a playoff spot here. And then how are the Pittsburgh Penguins doing? Should we have taken that pick? Maybe we should have. Which is not on the block anymore. Gabriel Dag is as well. So we still could pull that trade with the Columbus Blue Jackets to get a guy like Gabriel Dag or Jack Ivankovic. Oh man, the Penguins lottery pick would be nice. And this draft is nasty. Look at that, an elite high at 3rd. That means this guy's elite high or franchise, bro. What is going on right now? We have an elite there. Oh boy, there's an AHL top 6. Okay, screw that guy. But Brock Cripps right there. There's a lot. Franchise. There's a lot of good players in this draft class. The 28th pick in the draft is NHL ready. That's how you know this draft is stacked. in these trades if you just go for it. If you just try something. If you just like taking the risk is what makes the great GMs great. And what makes Peter Chiarelli, you know what I'm saying? Dustin Wolf is a major part to this team. He's the best goalie since Mika Kiprusoff. But at the same time, in real life, they paid a goalie $88 million, and now they're screwed. That's not because of Shesterkin. But I'm just saying, what has Dustin Wolf proven that another goalie can? 908, 895, 902. This guy's just been a very average goalie in the game, not in real life, in the game. Bro, 892, 899, a 914 there, but like, is it worth it in the game to pay a goalie $10.8 million? Or like, and we're not playing Dustin Wolf that, but like, for example, Chris Drieger has a better save percentage than him, and he's at 82, making $800K, making $8.25 million. Philip Gustafson has a better save percentage. What's he making? $8 million. So is it worth it to pay Dustin Wolf that $10 million contract? I don't know. I mean, Tristan Jarry, the Penguins suck, right? But then if we go to San Jose and Askarov, he has a better save percentage, making $2 million. Everything you've done, but as the GM, I have to make these incredibly tough decisions. And Dustin Wolf, honestly, no offense, Calgary Flames fans, if he does not sign an 8-year deal in next offseason, I can see him just leaving. Like Matthew Tkachuk, like these American stars in Canadian markets, they just don't want to play there. Unless it's like Montreal or Toronto. It's the captain, but no offense, I could see Brady Tkachuk leaving as well. Eric Lindros, I know he's Canadian, but he left Quebec, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not impossible. Brock Besser, Quinn Hughes, these guys might leave Vancouver. So, no offense, Calgary Flames fans, but I think this lottery pick could be way more valuable if it ends up being Landon DuPont or something like that. This is a very stacked draft. Dustin Wolf, I'm willing to do this trade, and it is rejected, okay? Braden Coots. Oh, man, this is such a stupid trade. I already know. We're going to throw in a third from the Devils, move up 2 rounds. I don't need Braden Coots. It would be nice to get Braden Coots, but I don't need him. And this trade is rejected as well. Okay. A second to move up to a first. You have to give me something of value. So I think like a fourth. And then if you have a third on the block, that is absolutely perfect. Something like that. I'd be willing to do this. But this lottery pick is like, it could be a franchise changing player. I know Dustin Wolf is literally a franchise player. But, bro, we're going to trade away Kadri, Uyghur, probably. Huberdeau, when he gets the chance, probably, right? Like, this team's going to be built around Stützle and stuff, and he's 19. We have to wait a bit. So if this trade doesn't get accepted, I'm not doing any trade. And, okay, we're not doing that. Anton Lundell, that is a perfect trade. I just want to see these trades that go through. We're going to ask for a really, really high price here, a first and a second. And Anton Lundell, that trade is rejected. Okay. Not going to do anything with Florida. Dustin Wolf is from California, so that could be nice. The LA Kings, let's see if that goes through. That is rejected. I'm willing to throw in something like a 3rd round pick. I think that would be fair value. Let's see, 2 first round picks. Not accepted. Okay, it looks like we're not trading Dustin Wolf yet. But we're just going to send him straight to the trade deadline. We know what we want to do. We know if there's a Kadri trade, right? If there's a Dustin Wolf trade, those 2 things are very much on the table. The Calgary Flames have moved up into, oh my god, we are basically in a wildcard spot. What is the Western Conference looking like? We're a fake team. We're 5 points back. And with 3 games in hand. Okay, yeah, this playoff run is absolutely not happening, unfortunately. 58 points. Zary, my bad, 55. Huberdeau, 49. Nazem Kadri, 42. Hopefully we can send him to a team who we can win a Stanley Cup with, but I don't know what team's willing to take him. Joel Farabee, Leo Stützle, our rookie, who's up to an 85 overall. Okay, buddy, okay. I see you. DeMello has 28 points as well. Sharon Govich. Samuel Honzek maybe need a bit more, but I'm sure he's doing the defensive work. So, maybe moving Kadri could be a nice thing. You move, what's our name? Our boy Stutzel up. Weir 52, Perek 33, okay. Byram there, Kevin Ball's a plus, Colin Miller's a plus as well. And then Dustin Wolf, I mean, he's playing well. Trade deadline here, we're a conservative seller. We're not going to sell if we don't need to. But I think we're going to look at move. Oh, okay, well, we're not trading for Quinn Hughes, but that is insane. Quinn Hughes is available. Peter Kochenkov is available. Oh, Peter Kochenkov, that's nasty. At the Kadri trades, looks like the LA Kings are willing to take him, the Nashville Predators, the New York Islanders, and the Seattle Kraken. So we know those 4 teams. Let's see. Los Angeles, they're not a playoff team. Nashville is a playoff team. New York, kind of a playoff team. And then, what was the other team? Seattle, not a playoff team. Exactly what it was in the trade finder. But Nazem Kadri, shout out to you. You've had a great career in Calgary. A point per game here. You got your bag. You have $7 million. You're going to have no taxes here in Nashville. So that's going to be absolutely sick. So you're going to have a great time here in Nashville. People your age, you fit their cup window, right? And all we ask for is a 2nd round pick back. We don't even need a second. I don't care about getting fleeced in this trade. We're going to take Colorado's 3rd here and Nazem Kadri going to Nashville. If this trade will go through. I think this 1st round pick has enough value itself because it could be a very, 90 overall type of player. So I'm just going to see if this doesn't go through. We're not trading Dustin Wolf. It looks like we're holding on to Dustin Wolf for the foreseeable future. However, we are not going to be looking at Gabriel Deg trades. So we could trade Alexander Wenberg, Colin Miller for Gabriel Deg. I don't know if that's cheese or not. I mean, it's not really. Goaltender prospects aren't that cheese to get, you know what I'm saying? So we could trade one of these guys. I don't know where we have the depth, but we could see. This makes more sense. You get 2 players. Alexander Wenberg, who can be your 4th line center, your 3rd line center. Just a good all-around player. He's been great for us. Same with Colin Miller. They're both plus players, but you guys know the tank is on this season. And, I mean, Gabriel Deg could easily replace Dustin Wolf. Although, this would be kind of a stupid trade if I don't know who... if we're not trading Dustin Wolf, this would be a really, really stupid trade. But, you know what? We're not giving up that much in reality. These guys aren't going to be in our long-term future. I think this is a trade I'm willing to offer to the Columbus Blue Jackets, and they are willing to accept it, and they think they fleeced us. If they thought it was a regular trade, I would have think we fleeced them, but sure, buddy, sure. Zane Perek, absolute stud. I want him to fit the power play, but I don't know what that's going to do for his line fit. I don't know if he's going to be a 1st liner. I'm assuming he is, but if we get DuPont, then it's kind of stupid to change him to a 1st liner. I don't know what to do. I think I'm just going to make him a 1st liner. Screw it. A new assistant captain. And to be honest, I have no clue who it's going to be. I have no clue at all. I think we're just going to give it to Connor Zary for now and see how that goes. Uyghur across for Perek. Back for Uyghur. Down for Coronado. Down to the bumper for Zary. Back up top, Zane Perek, 1-timer. There we go, baby. Zane Perek, 1-timer, and that is a nasty goal. We're at April 1st, and the Calgary Flames, no joke, we are literally in the wild card hunt. So here's the St. Louis Blues, 84 points. We are here at 79. We do have 2 games, or they have 2 games in hand, so I think we're absolutely cooked for our playoff dreams, but we have fallen back into being an absolutely mid-team. That is unfortunate. Who knows, we could go on a St. Louis Blues type of run to end the season and somehow make the playoffs, but it's not looking likely here, in my opinion. I mean, Mackenzie Weir, 63 points is absolutely nasty, bro. This is how the Nashville Predators look with Nazem Kadri. How is he doing with them? He has 5 goals in 14 games. I mean, that's pretty good. We have a grudge match against them. Let's hop in. My God, Bowen Byram is getting our boost here against Ryan O'Reilly. We have a very old Nashville squad against a very young Calgary Flames team. Let's see how this one goes. ball, trying to feed Stutzel out front, but that is a terrible pass. Zane Perek, one-timer. There we go, baby. Zane Perek again, the absolute stud. Back for Byram. Bowen Byram shooting through a crowd, and that one's off. Trying to get a tip out front. Here's Stutzel. Stutzel's going to walk in. Oh my god, Leo Stutzel, the future superstar of Calgary. Pots one, baby. Let's go. The 3-game week here. St. Louis, Vegas, and Anaheim. We win against the St. Louis Blues, the team that we are chasing. We do beat the Vegas Golden Knights. Let's see, can we beat the Anaheim Ducks, boys? Come on, let's go. Oh my god, 6-0. Not expect to be here, but look at this. 7 teams have clinched the playoffs here. There is a 1 spot remaining. It is between the Chicago Blackhawks, the Calgary Flames, and the Minnesota Wild. So the max the Chicago Blackhawks can get to is 92 points, which would put us out of playoff contention for sure. However, if they don't get a win, we have a very high chance of sneaking in. Looks like the Minnesota Wild can get in mathematically as well if the Blackhawks lose. So I don't know when the Blackhawks are playing. I feel like we have to, check that out. Chicago is playing Utah. So we're going to jump into this game here against the Seattle Kraken here and see how we do. So this is a must-win game if we want to make the playoffs, and it is 1-0. Mackenzie Weegar, baby, there we go. We are down 2-1. We could try and tank for a better pick. I don't care. To simplify it. We really do need to simplify. Oh my god, Jonathan Huberdeau. Oh my god. That was a crazy bounce, but we will take it, baby. Oh, Zane Perek, what are we doing, boys? No, there's no way we're going to lose like this. Sit down, Matty Beniers. Oh my god. Sit the hell down. And Ryan fucking Winterton, who are you? He scores, bro. I did not know he was on Seattle. How is that not offside? DeMello. Back for Weegar. Mackenzie Weegar walking the line. Oh my god, what a play. No, you're fucking joking me, bro. This is why Gary Bettman sucks. Big black. Wait. Let's go, baby. DeMello, the rookie. I don't think he's a rookie anymore, but true Terrence DeMello, the first big draft pick in this team's history, comes up absolutely clutch. Oh my god, shout out my boy Terrence, bro. Absolute stud. And we are tied at 3. Oh my god, that was so nerve-wracking, bro. I swear. That was the quickest answer, though. Bro. I swear. Dude, what am I saying? Oh my god. What a move. Jonathan Huberdeau in. That's not a pen? Oh my god, that would have been the nastiest game winner of all time. But we are headed into overtime with our season on the line. Mackenzie Weegar gonna wind it up. Mackenzie Weegar gonna feed Coronado. Matt Coronado in through center for Sharangovich. Sharangovich back. Coronado. Oh my god. To save our season, we score the nastiest goal I've scored this year. Alright, moment of truth. Did the Chicago Blackhawks win their game? They did. So I think that means we are officially eliminated. Oh man, we were so close. In action one last time, Matt Coronado scores the opening goal. Are we going to lose our final game? Leo Stutzel scores, but unfortunately I think we're going to lose our final game. You know what? For draft position, that might help. So, this is what good coaching staff will do to you. Will make you a competitive team no matter what. Unfortunately, we are incredibly mid, but it's fine. Our goal scoring, wasn't up to par, but it wasn't awful. Our defense actually was our calling card. That makes sense. We have Dustin Wolf. Our power play for the first time ever was good, and our PK for the first time ever was good. Shout out to Dustin Wolf. He definitely will deserve a contract extension. It's whether if he wants to stay or not. We could try and trade him at the draft. We do have Gabriel Degg down in the minors. Hopefully he did well. He had a 908. We will definitely take that. But, we have to see what we want to do with Wolf. I don't know. That Degg trade is fine because we didn't give up that much. But yeah, Mackenzie Weegar, 71 points. That has to be a career high. Mackenzie Weegar, absolute stud. Could he get traded in the offseason? He's going to have a modified no trade clause. and it's one team 10 to, I don't know what that clause is. Zane Barek, 42 points. He is starting to come into his own. Maybe next year we give him the keys as the number one defenseman. Bowen Byram, 33. Kevin Ball, 24, but he was a +5. Our boy Haynes, he didn't play the last half of the year. He only had 5 points, but he was a -3, which isn't bad. And then for forwards, I mean, Matt Coronado, 75 points, absolute stud. He's just been getting better and better and better. Zary, 74. We will definitely take that from our boy Zary. Big jump. Jonathan Huberdeau regressed a bit to 66. He's going to regress in the offseason. Farabee, 45. DeMello at 39. Stutzel, 36. 21 goals. We will definitely take that. He's going to have a way bigger role next year. Sharon Govich at 36. Christian Fisher, I mean, do we really care? And here is Samuel Honzek for those of you guys who care. He had 24 points. Okay. You know what? I really like what I saw from our squad this year. It makes me believe that we can be a playoff team next year with the right moves. Unless we trade Dustin Wolf, obviously. We'll see what we do there. But, I mean, Vasilevsky looks like he's probably going to take home the Vezina. In terms of rookies, Caleb Desnoyers is probably going to win the Calder. Stutzel there in 5th place. He also had the most goals, so who knows? Maybe he'll win the Calder. For defensemen, Cale Makar put up 113 points. Zach Werenski scored 39 goals. Are you joking me? And then out of all players, Nathan McKinnon, 116 points, but he had 68 goals.